Hello everybody, I'm Malcolm Kıngır.
I'm Emir Özgür Sonay.
I'm Ahmet Bediran Cengiz.
Today we will explore how Melville's Billy Butt reflects Machiavelli's The Prince through Billy's innocence, Claggard's malice, and Captain Ware's tough decision. We see Machiavelli's ideas of fortuna and virtue comes to life. Let's dive in. Emir, would you like to start our discussion?
Thank you, Malcolm, of course. The book, The Prince, is written in a formal advisory tone aimed at guiding leaders, whereas Billy Butt presents its ideas in a more literary style. Billy Butt centers around three main characters. Billy Butt, the protagonist, who is known for his innocence and pure nature. Claggard, a man consumed by envy and malice. And Captain Ware, a leader who exemplifies many of Machiavelli's principles of the prince, from the prince. And to better understand Billy Butt, it helps to be familiar with historical events like the British Navy's victory at the Battle of Trafalgar. Herman Melville is the author of this book, highlights such moments, reflecting their significance within the story. This approach mirrors Machiavelli's in The Prince, where he emphasizes learning from history, citing notable figures like Moses, Cyrus, and Cesar Borgia.
Bediran, would you like to explain The Prince for us a bit?
Yeah, of course. In The Prince, Machiavelli outlines the qualities a ruler needs to secure and maintain the power. He discusses how rulers gain authority, whether through honorable means, force, or alliances, and offers guidance and governing various types of cities and states. Machiavelli explores whether it's better to be loved or feared, concluding that while mercy is preferable, fear is more reliable when mercy is not an option. A ruler must avoid being despised by respecting the property and lives of his subjects, justifying the necessary use of force. Machiavelli argues that people are inherently untrustworthy and they are selfish, loyal only in good times, but quick to abandon a leader in times of hardship. A feared ruler can command respect and prevent betrayal, relying on his strength rather than the fleeting goodwill of the people. While cruelty should be avoided, it may be necessary to maintain order and avoid greater harm, particularly when dealing with armies or suppressing rebellions.
Thank you, Bediran. Before analyzing the characters in depth, it's important to introduce them. Billy Butt is a young, handsome man in his 20s, renowned for his charm and purity of heart. With his blue eyes and magnetic presence, he stands out on any ship, earning the nickname the Handsome Sailor. He eventually joins the British Navy aboard the Bellipotent, where he affectionately referred to as Baby Butt, due to his easygoing and polite nature, which makes him popular among the crew. Despite his charm, Billy has speech disorder, making him hesitant or shy at times. This trait, in my view, reflects his innocence, goodness, unfamiliar with malice or deceit. Billy's naivety often leads him to trouble. His presence on the Bellipotent unwittingly provokes the ire of Claggard, a crew member who becomes envious of Billy's popularity. John Claggard is the master at arms on the Bellipotent. In his 30s, he is tall, thin, and has piercing, hawk-like eyes that seems to notice every mistake. His sharp gaze and harsh demoniac have earned him a reputation as a stern enforcer and a natural critic. Claggard's character contrasts sharply with Billy's. While Billy embodies innocence and goodness, Claggard is malicious and sinister. Rumors swirl about him, but he remains indifferent, focused solely on upholding authority and demonstrating patriotism. And our third character, Captain Ware, is Melville illustrates that a strong and resolute commander greatly influences his crew. Captain Ware embodies the leadership around the year 41 years old. Captain Ware is calm and dignified and disciplined guy. He has knowledge, courage, experience, and sense of duty that makes him a great leader for his crew. This dedication often leads him to make personal sacrifices for his responsibilities. Captain Ware enjoys reading, particularly works by Montaigne, and approaches these texts without pretension. His aristocratic sense of virtue aligns with the Machiavelli's concept of virtue, which is not based on conventional morality, but on particular strength and leadership capability. Bediran, can you give us the differences between Melville's Billy Budd and Machiavelli's The Prince?
Yeah, of course. Let's explore the difference, as you say. The human nature depicted in Billy Budd and Machiavelli's The Prince. While both works share similarities, they also differ slightly. Machiavelli describes human nature as selfish and ungrateful, and people tend to act well under pressure, often breaking promises and obligations easily.
Emir, can you give us the similarities between two books?
Of course, thank you for both of you. To understand the parallels between human nature in Billy Budd and Machiavelli's The Prince, we must consider that, like Machiavelli, Melville presents a grim view of human nature through Calagar's character. Calagar relentlessly undermines Billy, talking on a dark, almost demonic role. His behavior is complex, as he also seems to harbor feelings of attraction toward Billy, which are masked by jealousy and hatred. This mirrors Machiavelli's view of human nature: selfish, ungrateful, and easily deceived. People often act out of envy or self-interest, guided by appearances and lacking empathy. Calagar exemplifies these traits, aligning with Machiavelli's portrayal of humanity as deeply flawed.
Thank you, Emir. Bediran, what are your opinions about Captain Ware's decision at the end of the book?
Captain Ware's decision is central to the narrative. One day, consumed by jealousy, Calagar seeks to destroy Billy's reputation and falsely accuses him of mutiny. Initially, Captain Ware is skeptical and having a high opinion of Billy. However, adopting a Machiavellian approach, he decides to investigate further, and he brings Calagar and Billy together to find the truth. When Billy becomes overwhelmed by the questioning, his speech impediment causes him to stutter. And in a moment of frustration, he accidentally strikes Calagar, who dies instantly, and it is the main object in the book as well. This act has a profound impact on both Billy and Captain Ware. Ware, though caring for Billy like a father, must address the situation with impartiality. He is faced with a moral and legal dilemma. As a rational, disciplined man, Ware orders an investigation and trial. Despite knowing that Billy's act was unintentional, that Billy is innocent, Ware decides that military discipline must prevail. Billy is sentenced to death. In his final moments, Billy accepts his fate with grace and saying, "God bless Captain Ware."
Thank you, Bediran. And the issue of death penalty remains relevant today, as many innocent people continue to die unjustly. In my view, the death penalty should never be considered a solution, regardless of the situation. Thankfully, this form of punishment is no longer practiced in my country, in Turkey. We still witness much destruction and injustice in public life.
Let's now consider Machiavelli's perspective on Captain Ware's actions and leadership qualities. Bedran, you have the word.
Yeah, I can take over from that. In The Prince, Machiavelli introduces the ideas of fortuna and virtue. Fortuna refers to luck or chance, and while virtue encompasses the set of skills and successful leader of the needs, such as courage, determination, and the ability to navigate the unpredictable force of fortuna. This pragmatic amoral view suggests that leaders should sometimes set aside moral principles when necessary, remaining flexible in their decision making. Billy's accidental crime aligns with Machiavelli's concept of fortuna, and as it is a result of chance and a circumstance beyond anyone's control, while fortuna cannot be avoided or changed. We can predict and prepare for such situations, and virtue is the ability to anticipate and adapt. And Captain Were exemplifies this quality. He separates his personal feelings and his duties and makes the hard, pragmatic decision to execute the Billy.
Machiavelli also advised that a leader must sometimes take decisive action, even if it means breaking moral norms, especially when dealing with disobedience or unrest. Like we can say that that's a lion. And he compares leaders to lions, like I say, suggesting they must embody strength and courage, working in tandem with their forces. In the jungle of politics, it is impossible to control everything. But through virtue, a leader can shape many outcomes. A leader who relies on their own abilities rather than luck will be more successful. In Billy Budd, we see a contrast between Billy Budd and Captain Were. Billy lacks virtue, his speech impediment limits him, and he has no control of fortuna as he accidentally kills Claggart. In contrast, Captain Were possesses both fortuna and virtue. He has the qualities of a strong leader in Machiavelli's view. He has talent, ruthlessness when necessary, and the ability to act logically. Despite knowing that Billy's actions were accidental and that he is innocent, Captain Were makes a difficult decision to execute him.
Thank you, Emir. In conclusion, the contrasting the qualities of Billy Budd and Captain Were demonstrate Machiavelli's ideas about leadership, where the balance between fortuna and virtue shapes a ruler's success and tough choices they must make. This was our discussion. Thank you for all listening. Have a good day. Have a good night.